This woman was arrested for stealing groceries. Officers' response brings tears. In a world that often moves too quickly, it's the small moments of human connection that have the power to change lives forever. This is a story about just such a moment, one that began with an act of desperation, but blossomed into something truly beautiful. Theresa was a single mom who had fallen on incredibly hard times. A debilitating car accident had left her with lasting brain trauma and mobility issues. Though she longed to provide for her 3 young children, her injuries made it impossible to continue her physically demanding job. With no income and mounting medical bills, putting food on the table became an unimaginable challenge. One fateful day, driven by a mama bear's primal instinct to feed her cubs at all costs, Theresa made the agonizing decision to shoplift basics like eggs, bread, and milk from the local grocery store. She knew it was wrong, but all she could think about were her kids' hungry bellies. The store's security cameras caught her crime, and police officers Keith and Candace were dispatched to Theresa's tiny apartment. They expected to find a hard-inned criminal, but instead came face to face with a frail, physically diminished woman whose eyes overflowed with shame, sorrow, and pleading. As the distraught mother unburdened her heart to them, explaining her hopeless circumstances, the officers felt their own eyes grow misty. They were bound by law to arrest Theresa, but it went against every moral instinct they had. How could they possibly separate this loving mother from her children, leaving them alone and hungry? With heavy hearts, they brought Theresa to the precinct, but they simply couldn't let this situation go. The injustice of it all shook them to their core, forcing them to keep digging, to look past Theresa's unlawful actions and see her purely as a mom struggling to survive. What came next sparked wonder and curiosity around the world. At Theresa's hearing, the 2 officers spoke up on her behalf, disclosing the harrowing truth about her situation and urging compassion from the court. To their relief, the empathetic judge dismissed Theresa's case, recognizing she was a caring mother who had made a mistake born of desperation. But the 2 officers didn't stop there. Determined to ensure no child went hungry on their watch, they used $400 of their own hard-earned money to fill a grocery cart to overflowing with nutritious foods. They delivered its surprise to Theresa's humble home. The joy that spread across Theresa's face as she opened her door was a sight the officers will never forget. But it was the wide-eyed wonder and unbridled delight of her 3 little children that truly made the moment magic. Without uttering a word, they surrounded the officers with hugs and grateful tears that said everything. In that moment, 2 kind-hearted officers and a struggling mom formed an unbreakable bond, showing the world that love has no bounds. So next time you're going through hardship, remember Theresa's story. Let it be a beacon of hope, a reminder that they are kind-hearted people out there.